Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Folks, the midterms. They got midterm fever in this house right now. Everybody's going to vote, right? Got to vote, got to play to win. Now, the midterms are exactly 3 weeks from tonight, and we will be live, okay? We're ready. We're already stocking up on the bourbon, and to make sure we're accurate, we're getting our news directly from our IT guy in Moscow. See you in November, Dmitry. But President Trump already scored one victory this week, and we've got all the deets in tonight's Stormy Watch. Don't know what this is. Folks, earlier this year, Donald Trump called Stormy Daniels a liar on Twitter, so she filed a lawsuit claiming the president defamed her. But yesterday, a judge threw out Stormy's defamation lawsuit against Trump and ordered her to pay Trump's legal fees. Now, okay, that's tough, but if she's looking for a way to raise money, I've got a good idea. Launch a GoFundMe campaign called, "For $10 million, I will stop describing Donald Trump's penis." You got a wallet? You got any cash? You got any money? You got any money?
I have some cash, I think.
And the judge's reasoning for why he threw the case out is it's a little upsetting. Trump called Stormy a liar on Twitter, but Judge S. James Otero ruled that Trump's speech was protected by the First Amendment because he said it was the kind of rhetorical hyperbole normally associated with politics and public discourse in the United States. It's only normal because Trump made it normal. Like how now it's normal to be buddies with Kim Jong-un, yet fear the cruel and devious Canadians. Trump took immediate advantage of the new normal, tweeting, quote, "Federal judge throws out Stormy Daniels' lawsuit versus Trump. Trump is entitled to full legal fees." End quote. At Fox News. Great. Now I can go after Horseface. Yes, Horseface. You heard it straight from the horse's ass. I'm not sure what I'm writing in that metaphor. He continued, "And her third-rate lawyer in the great state of Texas, she will confirm the letter she signed. She knows nothing about me, a total con." That is true. You are a total con. But, comma, a total con. It's a positive. But on Twitter, just like in real life, Stormy quickly spanked the president, retweeting his insulting tirade and adding, "Ladies and gentlemen, may I present your president? In addition to his shortcomings, he has demonstrated his incompetence, hatred of women, and lack of self-control on Twitter again, and perhaps a penchant for bestiality. Game on, Tiny." Wow. Woo! That is the most devastating presidential put-down since John Wilkes Booth shouted, "Sic semper small penis." Anyway, the President of the United States and a porn star are exchanging ad hominem attacks on Twitter, or as Judge Otero would call it, normal. And Donald Trump has bigger problems than Stormy because it's looking more and more like his buddies in Saudi Arabia murdered Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi in their Istanbul consulate. They're certainly acting suspicious. For instance, before Turkish investigators were allowed into the building, the Saudis brought in a cleaning crew. Yes, they used Saudi Arabia's top-selling brand, Mr. Guilty. And if that's not bad enough, today Turkish investigators who searched the Saudi consulate in Istanbul found surfaces there newly painted over. Of course, the president blamed it on a gang of rogue painters. But here's the thing, it didn't work, because a high-level Turkish official says police have found certain evidence during their search of the Saudi consulate showing that Saudi writer Jamal Khashoggi was killed there. The biggest clue was when the consulate's days since a murder board was turned back to zero. So, at this point, you'd have to either be stupid or delusional to believe the Saudis' denials. Luckily, Our president is both.
Just spoke with the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, who totally denied any knowledge of what took place in their Turkish consulate. He was with Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, during the call, and told me that he has already started and will rapidly expand a full and complete investigation into this matter. Answers will be forthcoming shortly. He totally denied it, said there'd be a full investigation. All the prince says he needs is my social security number, my bank account, and my mother's maiden name, and he promises to transfer the funds from Nigeria tomorrow, okay? We're rich, Emmett. We're all gonna be rich. We're all gonna be rich.
So why is Trump defending the Saudis? Some journalists have pointed to the president's business dealings as a possible explanation, but Trump shot that down today, tweeting,
"For the record, I have no financial interest in Saudi Arabia, or Russia for that matter. Any suggestion that I have is just more fake news, which is plenty."
Yes, Trump is offended that you'd think he'd defend these despots for money. He does it because he swore loyalty on the orb. Trump must obey orb. Here, orb. The orb. Hello. I say this. Can we show that shot again? Can we show the first shot? I gotta say, strong uplight does not make you look innocent. So Trump claims he has no business dealings with Saudi Arabia. Here with a counterpoint is Donald Trump.
Saudi Arabia, and I get along great with all of them. They buy apartments from me, they spend $40 million, $50 million. Am I supposed to dislike them? I like them very much.
Now, sure, that footage seems pretty damning, but...
Saudi Arabia,
okay, all right. Yeah, now it never happened. There you go. It's all gone now. And, yeah. And the president's not the only Trump making news on Twitter these days. This morning, Ivanka Trump tweeted, "The secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Socrates." She's showing off that Ivy League education. Of course, my favorite Socrates quote is, "I never said any of that, you dingus." Because it turns out, the quote wasn't from the Greek philosopher, but a gas station attendant called Socrates in a fictionalized memoir written by former American gymnast Dan Millman. Yes, Dan Millman. Or as he's known in the fictionalized memoir community, the Aristotle of the pommel horse. I look forward to all the other inspirational quotes that Ivanka's going to tweet, like, "Live, laugh, love, Plato. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee, Jesus Christ. Gas, grass, or ass, no one rides for free, Optimus Prime. Beer before liquor, never sicker, Mother Teresa. And hang in there, baby, Nelson Mandela."